Shalom and good day all, this is Healing29 back again for another indie comic review, and in this indie comic review I'll be covering Gargoyles Dark Ages issue 4 and also Kingspawn issue 27. I'll now get things prepared for the first one that I'll be reviewing. So first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Sure enough it does, to which we do actually have quite an encounter with the character of Demonica within the story and who she interacts with. So for the cover I give a 6.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the internal art as we have a look around the beginning, middle and of course the end, and also some of the things that are happening story-wise with some of the characters. So as the story begins, we see that something is taking place in one of the locations, a bit of construction of sorts, along with some work happening with some of the villagers. So whilst this is occurring, there's a little bit of talk about the gargoyles and also some of the people who are present, and of course how the gargoyles interact with the humans. I do want to bring this part up, and I must admit I think this would be better off being presented at the beginning of the story, like before moving into the main comic content. And this is why one of the reasons why this series is also losing quite a number of points. So for the internal art I give it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the area of the story. For the area of time, we learned that it's around 967 AD, though it should have presented that at the beginning of the book and also at the beginning of the run. But also with how this story is being given out to us. Though I had to learn it through the end bit, which it really kills the momentum of the story. Next is the area of location. We got no idea where the hell it's taken place once again. The cast of characters consisting of Alessandro, Robbie, Goliath, we had Demonica, we had Prince Malcolm, Mac, Kemp, Ben, Malia and Shahrazad. For the overall rating of this story, I give a 6.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move into something that I actually enjoyed a little bit more than this, and that is Kingspawn. So, jumping in, the first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? A little bit, but not a lot. But for the overall rating of the cover, I give a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the internal art as we have a look at what's also happening story-wise with the characters. And with this story, with it being so far, comic book references will be required. So let's move into the first couple of pages. So as the story begins, we get a bit of a flashback over a bit of a period of events that have taken place in regards to the previous issues in relation to the issue of the series of Kingspawn, to the Exodus Foundation, to some of the characters that we've encountered in this particular run. And as we start to meet up with the next big bad of this story, I must admit this character almost reminds me of something from Lovecraft of sorts, as to how H.P. Lovecraft, to those who misunderstood what I was trying to say. And we see this ugly looking beast about to take on Spawn, as we get a bit of a close-up with the character and what he also intends to do against Spawn. So for the internal art, as I really quite enjoyed it and it worked really well with the story, I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the area of the story rating. So first things first, did we get any comic book references to any of the previous issues? No, we didn't. What about the area of time? No, we didn't. Next is the location. No indication of any locations of where this is taking place. And the cast of characters consisting of Spawn, whoever this other monster is that's making its appearance. I didn't really get their name within the story, though it would have been nice to see it included. And last but not least, we saw the character of Terry. For the overall story rating in this, I give a 7.5 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.